industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I think from the bottom of my heart, I have to thank profusely the Honorable Chief Minister. And I have said this on a number of occasions earlier also, that while many of us, not all of us, because being a scientific man, we have learned to speak the truth. Not all of us, but many of us try to live in today and dream of tomorrow. But Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu lives in tomorrow and dreams of day after tomorrow. And as a youngster, I have seen him right from the times when he was the Chief Minister for the first term. And in the city of Hyderabad, we were not getting a proper venue to hold an international conference of medicine and diabetes. And then somebody told us that in the high-tech city, you have a convention hall. And that was our first exposure to the vision of Shri Chandrababu Naidu. And now all of us have seen over the last 1 year or so, the manner in which the things have started moving on a fast track. I think he is a true vindication of what Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji calls or describes as the double engine movement. When Prime Minister Modi speaks of double engine, one from the center, the other from state, I think the personification is sitting before all of you, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said, we in science have learned to speak not without evidence. I was here even in last Saturday, and I have to thank him publicly also. We have come up with a Center of National Ocean Sciences in Vizag. And the project had been languishing for 20 years. The plan was conceived in 2006. The foundation stone was laid in 2016. But till the present government came over, in spite of our repeated persuasions, there was some or the other stumbling block. Sometimes you wouldn't get forest clearance. Sometimes you wouldn't get their coastal clearance. And finally, when he took over in his current term, within a few months, all the clearances were there, and last Saturday we were in a position to dedicate it to the nation, which is going to be, again, converting Vizag into possibly a nodal region for the deep sea mission, which Prime Minister has announced from the ramparts of Red Fort. And today, we are here seeing the Chief Minister realizing the vision of Prime Minister Modi, who enabled us to get India included in an elite league of just 4 or 5 nations who are into a quantum mission and who have a dedicated, exclusive national quantum mission. We don't have dearth of talent, we don't have dearth of commitment. We, all of these gentlemen over here, all bright brains. But unless you have an enabling political hierarchy, things don't move. And it was because of the vision of Prime Minister Modi. We had a national quantum mission, we have national AI mission, we have blue ocean mission, or blue economy related deep ocean mission. Because now we are preparing India and envisaging for India a global role in the years to come. And therefore, this foundation stone, as was being rightly mentioned by Nara Lokesh ji, is not mere a foundation stone of a construction, but a foundation stone of India's quantum future. And all this unveiling of the Amaravati Quantum logo, the launching of cloud services, the innovation center, the launching of talent hub, the launching of reference facility, the launching of safe application, that shield and all so on, and the participation of IT industry leaders from IBM, from TCS, and these multiple MOUs, this truly is keeping with the global strategies that we have now tried to follow. This is indeed whole of government, that is center and state, plus industry, plus stakeholders, which makes it whole of nation. Because the age of silos is over. And all the success stories written across the world have happened. And this government has the courage of conviction to open up for wider integration. We have opened up the nuclear sector to private players, which I think till about 6 months back, nobody could have imagined. We opened up the space sector to private players just about 5-6 years back, and the results are miraculous. From a dismal economy, today we are $8 billion US, and our projections reveal that we would be going up 4-5 times to about 45 billion in next 7-8 years. And that all has happened because we have learned to integrate and work in a synergized fashion. As was being mentioned by Dr. Jitendra Singh, we have 6,000 crore or so dedicated for this national quantum mission. And Nara Lokesh ji started his speech by asking the students, how many of you had heard quantum before 24? Almost none. And the credit goes to you when you ask how many of you have heard, all the hands went up. But I think it's also equally important to tell them why this quantum mission and why this quantum valley from the point of view of a layman. Because in the times to come, it is going to be a game changer for communication, for security, for defense, for healthcare. And therefore, it is essential for us. It's no longer a choice. It's no longer an option. We have no other choice. If you are still working, for example, in the simple language for the students, if you are still working with the conventional computer system or conventional cyber security systems, a quantum computer on the other side is not only faster, more efficient, but could be a huge threat to you. And to be very simple for these small children, I tell you how. You send these encrypted messages on WhatsApp and all that, which are very difficult also to unfold. Of course, the crime agencies do have means to do that. But yes, sometimes it may be possible. But if it is a quantum computed encryption, because when we were working on National Quantum Mission, I tried to study on that. Roughly, it may take lakhs and lakhs of years to crack down that encryption. So you can understand, if the other side has or the adversary has and you don't have, what great risk you are putting yourself and to the nation. So that is from the point of defense, cyber security. In the healthcare system, it was fascinating. Dr. Chandrasekhar will be able to appreciate. You used to have collateral damages with the irradiations in cancers. With the quantum, it is so precise. The quantum ray will move with the moving lung. The quantum ray will move with the moving gallbladder. Until it spots the exact tumor site, it will not hit it. And within a few minutes, you are back home after irradiation without any collateral damage, without any side effects. Similarly, quantum for satellites. So all these things are going to become a way of life. As was being said, I think by Dr. Chandrasekhar, that